Hi, can you introduce yourself and the company, please?
Yeah, hi, I am Fredrik Elmqvist. I am here representing today a company called Exco, which is short for Excommunicado. It's a new studio focusing on high quality slots.
Excellent. And when was the company founded and what was the idea behind it?
Actually this year, so this is hot off the press. The idea was to kind of break the kind of a volume of games and start focus on quality instead. So we take slot making pretty seriously, and you're going to see some high quality content, some originals from us. So it's going to be very exciting. We have so much good feedback already from the product that we have managed to show them today, which is not done, but they are seeing where it's heading basically.
I know it's a new company, but are there any highlights or milestones that you would like to mention?
Well, I would say just coming here today and showcasing the product from an early perspective and get feedback from, the business peers, the operators, the streamers that is also getting their hands on the product now, start getting a feel for it. That is a big milestone. It's a big milestone for us to show and calibrate the roadmap early on what we're about to deliver.
And can you help us understand the scale of the company, like the number of games, licenses, or stuff?
We are just getting started. So we have 3 games in actual production. I think the first game is about to be released in September, so we are early. But we can show a lot of the good stuff of the mechanics and the client and a bit of the art already, as we have showed now and get good feedback. But it's like it's like a kickoff basically here for us. But it's very exciting. We get good feedback.
And what personally interested you to join this industry and this company in particular?
Oh, the thing is I've been around for a long time. So I think I started in 2006. I've been working in entertainment. I founded a company called Yggdrasil years and years ago. And I've been involved in different projects, aggregation businesses, tech platform businesses during the time. And I think now was the time to again, we focus on originals and some high quality stuff. And I think the market is really, they want something more high quality, and that's what we're going to give them.
Excellent. And what is your personal favorite among the games that you already released or developing yet?
Oh, we haven't released anything yet. I said we're going in September. I got to say that I think that the entire game concept roadmap that we're working on is very exciting. I can just say that you're not going to see anything with leprechauns or buffaloes or stuff like that. Not going to happen. So you will see true original game concept. I mean, the first game is like inspired by Fear and Loathing Las Vegas meets Hangover meets the slot making stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun and entertainment in the games too. Then we have, I think all the first, I'd say 10 games that we have done the pre-math concept on, all original stuff, all unique in its mechanical composition and also concepts. So no buffaloes, no leprechauns, no diamonds and stuff like that. You're going to be true original stuff.
Okay, it sounds like you are taking a very different direction than many other game companies. But in your view, what makes a game popular, exciting, and how do you incorporate that into the development?
Oh, I think there's been plenty of games through the history here that has been very different and been there's not been just one recipe for everything. So I think timing is something as well here. But for us, we need to focus on original stuff to stand out. That is kind of a key. This is going to be our kind of a modus operandi. Original concepts that stands out, focus on quality, and we're not kind of steered by a production schedule or a release schedule. When the game is getting ready, when it's ready, we find a release date. We're not going to be forced by, release date there, it's going to be ready, ship that, da-da-da. No. We focus on quality, and when the game is ready, then it's being released.
So from the investors and shareholders, there is no pressure.
No. The only pressure currently is myself. I'm currently the only shareholder. So, and I have good pressure on myself.
That sounds like also a big pressure in different ways. Okay. And what does responsible gaming mean in your words, and what can a game studio do to support that?
Responsible gaming. So, I'm going to be sticking out my chin here and say something probably, what I shouldn't be saying, but we're not political here. So I think that the game studios, they should develop the games that is best for the player. And I don't think we should set any limits on stakes or this or what you can and not can do. I think it should be true creative freedom in game creations. I think that regulations, if it's going to work, need to focus more on self-exclusion for players that exclude themselves, age control. That they should focus on. But as a game provider, we should just deliver the best games. It's like a winemaker should. No. You need to put some bad shit in the wine so people don't drink it. Like, what's the purpose of making wine? And the same thing is for us. We are not factoring in any kind of anything of that when we're making the games. We're, no.
There is definitely truth in that.
Yeah.
But about fairness, how do you ensure that the games are fair?
That's a very good point. Of course, we design the games in a way that they are fair, from the very beginning. And of course, they need to be fair and be explained to the players in the game what's happening, so they understand what's happening. There's no misunderstanding. We use great RGSs, tested stuff. We don't use Provably Fair yet. We might use Provably Fair in the future. In another company, we actually have Provably Fair in, and it works for that. Here, not yet, but we'll consider that. But I think ultimately, if the games are not behaving fair to the players, they are going to walk away. You will read about it in the forums and so forth. So that's not what we're doing.
And what message do you have for players who haven't tried your games yet?
Oh, they haven't tried our games yet for sure because it's not live. I would just say keep your eyes open. Ask the casino near you to enable it. I think we're going to release some play for free thing already in August ahead of the September launch. But have a look. I think they're not going to be disappointed. So far everyone who's seen it is not disappointed at least.
Can you show us some of your games yet?
I can show you a quick demonstration if you want.
So what's your first game?
So this is a game called Fear Loaded Vegas. So this is a Fear and Loathing Las Vegas inspired game. It's a bit of Hangover, it's a bit of escalating party in here as well. It's still in development, so we don't have all the art and the assets. All the math is in, so that is done. You will also see our very typical UI in here. Spin buttons being a bit squared and so forth. The regular navigation menu of the hood, so to say. And then you also have, for example, you see here the pay table, nice and big. We have a concept called hacks. So we don't call it buy bonus, we call it hacks. That's why you see this little pirate in here with a $sign over. And that opens up your purchase menu where you can buy the stuff from the game. So you buy the bonuses. This is the 3 scatter, 4 scatter, 5 scatter version here. But there's also bonuses that you can only buy, that you cannot play to. And they are a bit costlier, 777X. So you pay 777X of your base bet. And you can win 50,000X and 100,000X on the other one. So there's some high winnings, but there's also some high bets involved. I'll show you, for example, one version here, which is no low pace. So this is the original game concept, which is mystery stacks, progressive multipliers. And you will see how it doesn't reset between, it's not sticky stacks between the free spins. So here we go. Now we trigger it, 5 scatter symbols. As you see, not ready graphics yet. The multiplier that's up here, nice and cool. We get the show on the road, we get it started. And here you see our little hippie friend winning stuff in the casino. And we have the cactus acting as the mystery stacks, a special draw of the mystery symbol. And the multiplier goes up plus 1x for every respin, as you see, for free respin. So what you want to build the multiplier. And you want to get as many mystery stacks as possible. And that's going to send you preferably all the way up to 50,000x or 100,000x. So we think it's a game that appeals to maybe not a newcomer, so maybe more of a savvy player is what's going to enjoy this one. So you see, now we managed to get 4 mystery stacks. We are on X7, big face symbol. Thank you very much. Buckle up again for the final spin. What do we get now? We have 8x there on the multiplier, and we got the bat chaser. Great, X9. So we are almost in a position we have get the money back from the big buy. But that's great. So more of this. You're going to see this game is going to be ready and come in September. So yeah, keep your eyes posted for new developments. 5 more spins to go. We are soon in the money, and rest is just profit.
I really like that you can choose the volatility with each bonus.
Yeah, you can choose where you want to go for them to buy in bonus, and that's going to be symptomatic for us in that sense that you're going to find different types of buy bonuses in the games. Kind of like a loot box in the sense that you're getting high, you don't know exactly the configuration of it, so it's a bit random in there. That for the second game as well.
What RTPs that the player can expect?
So 96 by default. We will also do 94 for someone that requires that, but 96 is the kind of default.
Thank you very much for the interview.
No, thank you very much for coming by. Thank you.